Nicki Minaj just reignited her war with Jay-Z, and this time she's digging deep into his past like never before. She's been quiet for a while, but now she's back swinging hard, throwing shade and spilling tea that's got the internet on fire. Nicki's been holding a grudge ever since he allegedly played her dirty with that whole title situation, robbing her of her stake.
It's getting to the point where it's overwhelming of people reaching out who have suffered abuse from Diddy, from Jay-Z, and from these celebrities. Jay-Z is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men. Ray J, from what I heard, even before all this happened, was one of the guys that used to smash Beyonce while Jay-Z would watch. Diddy, as we know, is into those things. That's in the indictment. You know, Cassie has not denied it, but they came out and said, you know, that Diddy used to like to watch Cassie. That's what he's into. Some men like to do that stuff. There's not a crime in that. But yes, Ray J, from what I was told, from being inside at the highest level, that Jay-Z likes to watch Beyonce with different men, such as Ray J.
And with Roc Nation backing Cardi B these days, Nicki's had enough, and she's not sparing anybody. She's out here accusing Jay of being two-faced, talking about how he used to mess around with dudes back in the day. Wild, right? When Nicki goes low, she doesn't stop at ground level. She digs straight down to the gates of hell and drags back receipts with her. She's calling him out for acting all about black excellence in public, while secretly hating, blocking deals, and trying to destroy her career behind the scenes. Nicki claims that just because Jay keeps quiet doesn't mean he's innocent. She says he's been working overtime to sabotage her from the shadows. That's why she's exposing him now before things get too dangerous. And when Nicki says that, you know she's hinting at something serious, maybe even about Nas. This whole messy drama sparked up again after that viral video of Jay-Z and Diddy on stage together. And let's just say, fans noticed everything. The tension, the whispers, the body language. It's all feeding the fire. Something big is brewing again. In that clip, Diddy walks up to Jay-Z, taps him on both cheeks a couple times, and strolls off like nothing happened. And Jay just laughs it off and keeps vibing like it's all love. Back then, folks chalked it up to two longtime friends clowning on stage and having a good time. No big deal. But once new headlines about Diddy's private life started flying and whispers about celebrities on the down low hit the timeline, people began side-eyeing that moment with fresh suspicion. Suddenly, that cheek tap looked less playful to some viewers who started guessing there might be more to it than old friends joking around, even though Jay himself hasn't said or done anything concrete to confirm those kinds of rumors. Commentators also pointed to how Jay's image evolved as he got more comfortable in the game. Wealth up, power up, style upgraded, and that's when the hair convo kicked off loud. He switched his look to a free-form crown that reminded people of Jean-Michel Basquiat's signature style, and that sparked a whole new wave of chatter online. Now, Basquiat never publicly labeled his sexuality, but close friends and former partners have described it as fluid, and that detail fed more speculation from people connecting dots that might not even belong together. The idea was that the fluid vibe helped Basquiat move through different scenes and circles with ease, and some fans projected that same energy onto Jay once the hair parallels started trending. Sources have also said Jay saw pieces of himself in Basquiat, the rebel streak, the art hustle, the cultural weight, and that's why he leaned into the look, even dropping a reported $4.2 million on a Basquiat piece to honor that influence. Whether it's fashion, fine art, or friendship moments on stage, the internet will always read between the lines, sometimes a little too hard. Could that moment be a signal that Jay-Z was inching toward expressing a side of himself he kept locked away, or is the internet just doing the most again? People started pulling receipts, digging up an old interview where one of Lil' Kim's exes sat with Wendy Williams to talk about down-low rappers in the industry, and the tea got scorching fast. When Wendy pressed him to name names, he didn't blink. He dropped Sean Jay-Z Carter right there on air like it was nothing, and the room went silent for a beat before the chatter exploded online. Folks ran with it, while others said the whole thing sounded like clout chasing, but either way, the clip kept circulating like crazy. Through all of this, Nicki Minaj has been one of the only major stars bold enough to challenge Jay publicly, hinting there could be truth behind the whispers, and that's where it really heated up. Rihanna's former publicist, Jonathan Hay, then popped out with claims that the industry allegedly knew about Jay, saying he personally witnessed Jay-Z and DJ Khaled in
I'm surprised when it comes to you know, Jay-Z, especially because it's, you know, like Beyonce, but it's pretty normal. Surprisingly, it's an industry that's very dominated by sex and drugs, right? And it's out there, like nobody's hiding it. Like, so if people would be, you know, like shocked, if we're shocked, we're not really paying attention to the music and videos and images that we're listening to, because it's right in front of our face. But anyways, Cameron was one of the first people to speak out against Jay-Z, right? When he was dissing him 20 years ago, talking about Jay-Z being gay. Listen to his diss, talking about Jay-Z like a man, talking about Jay-Z being shady. Like, everybody's known Jay-Z's been wicked for years. And I know that he's freaking out because they've seen what's going on with Diddy. Absolutely, Jay-Z's next.
He doubled down, saying he figured both men would have been open by now since so many insiders supposedly knew, and the public keeps preaching honesty and transparency these days. But let's keep it real, these are claims, not court documents, and everybody's innocent until proven otherwise. The streets love a headline, but until verified proof lands, this stays in the rumor lane. Loud, messy, and impossible to ignore. Some commenters said, or money, because what good is that to him if he's gone, right? Another voice added that people love to label Nicki as crazy, but they claim Jay-Z stays oddly fixated on her. And whenever someone pops up talking down on Nicki, they swear it traces back to his camp somehow. That's their take, not confirmed facts, but the chatter is loud. Others insist he's not unbothered at all, just strategic. They say he lets other folks do the behind-the-scenes work while he keeps it clean in public, and they doubt he'd ever step in the booth to spar with Nicki directly. Again, that's speculation from the timeline, not evidence. But it's the narrative people keep pushing, and it's getting spicier by the day. Now here's where you come in. Do you think there's any truth to these alleged down-low claims about Jay-Z, or is this just internet noise stretching a rumor into a headline? Have you heard other stories linking Jay-Z to alleged secret relationships with industry names, or is that all cap in your book? Drop your take in the comments and keep it respectful. We're talking allegations, not proven receipts. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to Gossip Confidential for more real talk and deep dives. Don't miss what drops next.